I was a theater major up until my last year of college, and then I went to law school. Reality set in, did the law thing for a while, and then my wife encouraged me to come back. So I actually, because we used to live in Masthead, then we lived in Feather Cove, so we lived all around Geist. And then I came back to audition for a show, got a lead. I've done some acting, and then I've done directing. I've directed probably, I think, 7 shows here. So I've done a lot of directing. I haven't directed in 3 years, though, so this is sort of exciting. My son-in-law is a writer, and my daughter actually is in Hollywood also. She actually went out to Hollywood after she graduated and started working in a mailroom at a talent agency, sort of a success story, worked her way up, and now she's, what is her title now? She's the director of reality and non-reality television for Fremantle, which are the ones who do American Idol. So, and she married Mark Goffman. He wrote for The West Wing. He was head writer and a producer for Studio 60 on Sunset, which was Aaron Sorkin's show. He's now going to be writing he's writing now actually for Patrick Swayze's The Beast. What else? He's written for a bunch of stuff, and he actually is, my daughter and him are doing a documentary right now. And they're actually going to be here in Indianapolis to finish the filming on the documentary, because my wife's a ventriloquist. So there is entertainment in the family, okay? But Mark actually wrote the play we're doing here at Mud Creek, Me Too. I actually co-produced the original production in Hollywood in 2006. And it was actually running when Mark and Lindsay got married in California at the same time. But so it's sort of exciting to get to bring the show here and do the show. The version that's going to be done here is different than the version that was done in Hollywood. Mark has written probably 5 or 6 different edits of the show, and the show I chose to do here is sort of a combination of all the shows together, pulling some of the characters from one show into another. But, you know, Mark and I have talked about it, so he understands where it's gone and what we're doing with it. So, can love make everything better? It's a story about Andrew. Andrew is 26 years old. Andrew is a romantic. He's always been trying to find love, and he's always failed at trying to find love. So he eventually meets Lucy on the internet, and they find out they have lots of things in common. So that's where you come up with Me Too. Every time they say something, it's go, oh, me too, you know, me too. So that's a really cool thing that runs through the entire play. Ultimately, it's a relationship play. It's about how people relate to one another when certain things happen. External forces come into relationships, and certain people react different ways. One of the external forces, as you've noticed the hospital bed, is that somebody ends up having to deal with an illness in the play. And because of that, it is a comedy drama. I'm stressing to try and find the comedy in it, because part of my thought process is we all have sickness around us in some way, so we better learn how to deal with it, and one of the ways to deal with it is humor. And I think Mark did an excellent job of writing the play that way, and hopefully when we present it here for the people in the Geist area, they're going to understand that, hey, look, we're not making fun of anything, and it's not done that way. It's done a way to show respect, but to show these people are living their lives as regular lives. They wake up in the morning, they do everything we do, so therefore we shouldn't treat them any differently. And the last premise, I think the most important, is you should value every minute, every second, every hour, every day you have, because that's what's important. Don't worry about the day after and the day after. Because of the subject matter of the show, I thought it was very important to not let the audience just leave the theater. I want to get them involved. So I've enlisted Community Hospital, American Cancer Society, Little Red Door, the Wellness Community Center on the Northeast side. They're going to provide moderators to allow members of the audience to ask questions after the show. And we might, have some caregivers up there, people who've experienced illnesses in their family, or they counsel people, so that we can sort of talk about it. And so I want this to be an educational and entertaining experience at the same time.